How's it going, everyone? Mask here, back with some Eve Echoes. It's patch day today. Now, I know we looked at the patch notes yesterday and sort of analyzed them, but of course, the fallback to getting the patch notes a day ahead of time, you don't actually know how they're going to be implemented into the game. So we're going to be diving back in and just seeing everything live and how it was updated. And of course, I'll be joined by one of my partners in crime down here, Zoe, because you know, we do what we got to do. So the first things up is the insurance feature update. Now, this is a massive update to the game that has basically allowed us to insure any ship, its rigs, its modules, and that's the only way I actually know how to get to this menu at the moment is through this event tab, introducing it. So let's check it out. I'm going to keep my coverage of the insurance system as brief as I can because it deserves its own video, and we could get really lost in here. Basically, they've introduced a new currency or refreshed our existing insurance points. 1 Plex is worth 7 insurance points, and they give you the option to deposit them ahead of time, meaning you're prepaying Plex for insurance, and it gives you a discount on the overall cost of replacing the ship. So we dive into here at the very bottom, our estimated value of the ship, which is basically the value of your ship divided by the cost of Plex times 7, and that should give you how much insurance points it's going to cost you to recover said ship. The deposit deduction. So this is the value of the ship. This is 70% of that value, which is what they're saying. You're getting that 30% discount for using a deposit. The math on really figuring out why the estimated compensation cost is then going to be 538 doesn't quite add up for me. I've dove through the formulas. We have deposited IP times 2.33. We're depositing 400 of it times 2.33 is 932. Where they're getting the 538. In fact, 538 is funny enough. 538 is the difference between 538 is your 30% discount. So not quite understanding that there, but I'm gonna dive headfirst into this system, do some insurance repairs, pay for some insurance, and really test it out. The coverage for that will come shortly, probably later today or tomorrow. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for that. But next up on the patch notes, we have improved the corporation hangar and wallet review system. We added a no review quota and reduced review times. The changes for these were exactly how we thought they would be. There's no real need to cover them any further. Ship level tech adjustments, of course. Tempest and Raven tech levels were adjusted. We've covered that as well. Tapping a location you saved before will directly launch an autopilot there. We can go ahead and check that out if I pull open my save bookmarks here. Now, clicking on it normally still has the regular function that it used to, because of course we need to be able to read details, remove location, edit, and all of this stuff. But what's really cool is now this was already the fastest way to do it that people may not have realized about the bookmarks previously. You didn't have to click once here and then click set as destination and then click up here. You actually could click this on the right. But now they've made it one less click again. You just have to click this button and boom, immediately autopilot is on and going. Anytime they reduce clicks, I'm all over it. It's more efficiency, more optimization in how you're playing the game. So that's the update they've done to bookmarks, which is fantastic. Directly launches an autopilot there. Tapping go there under a save station location will directly navigate you to the station. Fantastic. Gift contracts adjustments in order to reduce the impact of price fluctuations. Basically, they've nerfed the T1 to T6 to 40 and the T7 to 4. We touched on this yesterday as well. Now you can tap your own ship and then save current location to save the location that you're in. Okay, here's our own ship. Huh? Oh, these are okay. Save current location. Cool. So just a way to access and update bookmarks. Actually, I like this because this bookmark bar takes up way too much of my screen and covers the chat. And often that's where I like to have my fleet command bar as well. So it just really messes with me. Click on your ship. Boom. Save current location. Quality of life updates. Give me them. Added warp fleet option to the fleet members operation menu. I still haven't been able to quite track down exactly what this change was. I've kind of dived through the menu a little bit. If you found it, please let me know in the comments down below. Optimize the icon display in the scene to improve client performance. Well, this is great, and this is just all steps towards hopefully getting us more stable large-scale battles. I'm not sure if these look different. They might, but I also play on so many varying graphics qualities that I really can't attest for that. Dragging the warp fleet and warp fleet buttons into fleet members off. Basically, we got distance control on our fleet warps. If you can deliver assets. Now, I haven't really played with the delivery system a whole lot, but my feedback I've gotten from people has been phenomenal. There's stuff going into the right delivery holds now. NPCs aren't rejecting your delivery for no reason at all because you had items in the wrong hold. Warping price comparison into the buy page and the purchase in bulk page. I still don't know where that is either. It's warping velocity of some battleships. Now the warping velocity battleship speed change, fantastic. Banned accounts can now see their detailed reason for why they were banned. I don't have an example to show of that, unfortunately, either. I'm sure one will pop up somewhere fairly soon for us to see. Now you can scroll the language list on the login screen, improve the info and notice display, items traded in ITC, 50% less trade lock time. And here was one I was really excited for. Added new models for Strip Miner. Now, unfortunately, it was one of the things I was worried about. Or I was worried that it was when I was all excited about potentially getting new faction Strip Miners. But it's actually these little guys on top of the ship here. They now look different, and they now actually have a significantly wider beam that they shoot out. Now, I guess we actually have to be in a mining belt in order for us to get a look at that beam. So we're going to go ahead and warp over there. But I will say that I think I've seen these before. One of these on top of our retrievers. Advanced quests and the advanced pallet tutorials. That's not going to be a huge impact. Transport missions. Now this is all the update to delivery. The holds are now correct. We're getting correct delivery hold volumes. Chat window will no longer be closed during a Stargate jump. Ooh, that one's fantastic. We don't need really example of that. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Sharing features, unified interface, overview icons of all bases, and updated the resources related to Guardian Rally event. You can view the kill mail of the same corporation member in the corporation management interface. This was one update I'm also very excited for. You can now is this kill and loss mail? I'm not sure, but if we go to you go into your corp, you hit these three dots up here, corporate combat log. This will be proper logs of kill and loss right here. So it says kill and loss below me. There will be a proper display of all of your losses and kills here that you can scroll through with like a Gazo, and technically we can start proving real results from some of these battles. You could still edit, but you can kind of tell if footage is being doctored or not. You can pull this up, you can scroll through this list live, and really if you want to put it out there and try to prove whether or not you're winning ISK wars in certain situations, there is now an irrefutable log. Because no matter what, it still depended on people self-reporting before, which is a broken system. This is the first step. I like to see this. This is a step towards us getting real kill death logs in systems, visibility of damages and tracking, which just makes the post-battle reports of some of these phenomenal battles we're having more honest, more accountable, and realistic when it's just a he said, she said at this point. So I'm really excited for that change, and we'll see how that continues to develop. Now that we're actually in this belt, though, let's take a look at the beautiful update to the Retriever Strip Miners. If I go ahead and throw these bad boys on, we should have ores in range, so they should be firing. There they are. Woo! They don't mess around. They only actually shoot now when they're collecting, but they are laser beams at the asteroid that they're collecting from. Just a really nice quality visual update for us miners who otherwise just have rocks to stare at. So that's going to be the majority of the patch notes, getting through the other end of them here. A few fixes here and there, but there was actually a ninja update to the game. A massive buff to drones and drone ships. And it wasn't in the patch notes, which I think is crazy when things are left out of the patch notes. But let's take a look. We have return all, change. This is new. Pop open change. Here is our drone bay mid-combat, not having to go through 6 menus and load times and losing control of things. You can have your drone bay now full of small drones, medium drones, different types of drones. I mean, if you're really dedicated to drones, there's no reason for you not to fill this drone bay capacity too. So we have, it should give us the weight of the drone here, or not. I can still go boom, pop it into the drone bay, and you can tell it's 10. So you can have 10 backup drones in a retriever drone bay. Obviously, other ships are going to have more. So now I can have 2 medium Valkyries. I can have like 2 medium Acolytes, 2 small Valkyries, 2 small Acolytes. I know they're called something different. I think it's Warrior, and I can't quite remember the other name. But you know what I'm saying. You got a medium set. You got a small set. You have the rainbow of medium, the 4 different damage types covered from your drones. You can live swap drones to actually fit specific damage types, which are the weaknesses of the ships you're fighting. This changes a lot. Amazing update to drones. This was quite frustrating. You have zero control over being able to swap those out ever. That's going to do it for today's patch notes. Really, we got the insurance system, which we're going to dive really deeply into later today, probably looking at that video coming out tomorrow. And we did not get new strip miner modules, unfortunately. Thanks so much for watching, though. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Like, subscribe, share the video. But most of all, don't forget, stay classy.